50 years, black people were murdered, raped, hung, and forced to work for no money. Not for a year, not for 3 years, not for 10 years, not for 50 years, but for 350 years. That's a long, long time, and that debt has not been paid. So Malcolm was the first one, and even before Malcolm, the Nation of Islam was the first organization that was pointing out the fact that there's been an imbalance, and they were looking it right in the eye, and he became their biggest spokesman and their most powerful speaker, and he confronted that issue. He said this debt has to be paid, this has to be balanced out, this has to be dealt with. Were killed in this country by white people over the course of 300 some odd years of slavery. And we don't really deal with that. Black people don't really deal with it. White people don't really deal with it. You know, we have to really look at what happened here. And in a sense, we all need therapy. Yeah. You know, serious therapy. I mean, you can legislate some laws, and there were wonderful things that went on in the 50s and 60s with the civil rights movement, and we were allowed to sit in the front of the bus or go to the bathroom next to white people or drink water next to them or whatever, and that's wonderful. That's great. Great strides were made in education, and all of those things are wonderful. But you can't legislate love, and you can't change the way people think, and I like to think that they're a small minority.
I don't really know if this is my last time, but what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local man, and I'm the biggest star around here.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. Hope you saw the clip. This was like when Denzel was playing Malcolm in the movie. You know, so there's been an imbalance. We all know about it, you know, the FBA movement, the reparation movement, or ADOS movement also, you know, but the reparations movement about how America is unfair and unjust. And people go, oh, that was a long time ago. It wasn't me. It's not I have nothing to do with it. And, you know, bringing immigrants to the country and giving them all kinds of money and set-asides and benefits. But then go, black people, oh, I'll pick yourself up by your bootstraps. And when he says this whole country needs therapy because of the imbalance, this is where I'm going to address this video. See, when people say, you know, it was a long time ago, racism doesn't exist, yada, yada, et cetera, et cetera. When you're a black man or woman walking around society, just doing everyday things, you see how old people in their, you know, people in their 60s, people in their 50s, people in their 40s, let's just go 70s, 60s, 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s. You see how they look at you like, I'll kill you. You buying cereal, you should die. It's like, oh, okay. That's what we on. And it ain't just white people. It'd be white people, it'd be Hispanics, it'd be Arabs, it's Asians. They give you this look, you know, and then they have this thing where, you know, they invade your personal space. And when you see people shocked that you're not really gonna play this passive aggressive, I'm better than you, we have this passive aggressive Jim Crow thing going on, right? And people, like, I've seen it. It's happened to me so often. Like I can feel people looking at me, you know, because you can feel when people look at you, but people try to size you up, and then I start really staring back, like, oh, okay, so what you want to do? And then it goes from this to, you know, you see people walking with their families, you know, guys walking with their families, and it kind of changes from protector to provider to, you know, I would lynch you. And it's like, And there have been people who tried to, get into that psychological game where, they're happy, and then they see you and they, how can you afford to buy dinner here? It's like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? What are you doing buying the good stuff? What kind of car is that? I don't even have that. It's like, and then it goes from that to, I should just take it. And then it's like, try. Give it a shot. See how far you make it. You have like these people have, like I said, passive aggressive Jim Crow, and this is an imbalance, and people, like you said, need therapy because people want. Sometimes it's not just people want to be racist. Sometimes people have an evil nature where they want to bully somebody, and if they can't bully somebody, they feel offended. Like life is wrong because I can't, do something mean-spirited to you. And the reason why I say that is because when you can't get it out with us, we see you do it to our children. When you can't get it out with them, you do it to our elderly people. You get what I'm saying? That's what happens. And people just go, oh no, I don't know. And it could be, and unfortunately, it could be black people who were like immigrants coming and doing stuff like that. And sometimes just black people doing it. I saw the video of a lady in a daycare burning a baby's fingers by sticking their hand, a black baby's fingers by sticking their hands in the bottle warmer. Like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. It's like, what the? Okay. So a video of the well, I ain't gotta see it. How can I say this? Y'all will be surprised at the things that go on in the old folks' home that they do to folks, especially black folks. That ain't a place for your grandparents and your great grandparents. Those people, they're just, some of those people are just there, really torturing people, old people, just because. Like a lot of y'all don't get it, but that look, that look you get from a police officer, that they're happy that they can kill you. Like, oh, if you could just blink, I could pull out this gun and pull this trigger. I can't wait. I pulled you over for a traffic stop, but I'm gonna kill you. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill you. If you try to give me your license, I'm gonna shoot you. I just can't wait. I'm gonna go home happy. That look. They try to hold it in, but they can't. And then people go, people don't do that. And it's like, oh yes, they do that. The same look you get when how can I put this? The same look you get when you walk into, say, a courtroom and the judge is looking at you like they want to give you life. And it's like, bro, this is a freaking speeding ticket. I just throw the book at you like, okay. Mm-hmm. And what you wind up seeing is, like I've said, we get less and less, over the years you learn, I'm going to get less and less contact with these people. And you seeing how, even in society where, the imbalance, the imbalance is normal to people to the point where balance is threatening. I was looking at Godfrey's YouTube page, and they had a discussion about Palestine and Israel, and there was a lady there named Karen. Right? She was, I believe she was Jewish, and her justifications were psychotic. They were just sociopath justifications, and it's like, yeah, and I'm not offended or shocked or appalled because it's like it's regular white girl, regular white woman, regular white people stuff where it's like, I killed your whole family, but you punched my uncle in the face. That's why I killed the other side. It was justified. We killed your whole family first, and how dare you try to get back at the person in my family that killed your family by harming them. We're gonna destroy everything you've ever did. It's like, oh my God. So when Denzel says that people need therapy, because in some ways, you know, sometimes we take out, as black people, we take out our anger on each other because it's hard to take our anger out on other people, you know, because it's taboo. And what I mean by it's taboo, non-black people, not just say non-black Americans, they actually believe in the way that they conduct themselves that they're not going to get hit back. Like they believe they can just bully with no response, you know, because they all turn into the victim. You know, they'll kick your kid in the back, and then when you sock him in the face, oh, he's black, it's black, it's black, it's black. I did nothing. I don't know what he did. He was listening to rap music. He's black. Doesn't matter how young, how old, how many people, and then you see the white people around. Oh, he's black. Officer, he's black. And the officers come, all these people who are not black said you did something that's got to be true. Look at the camera, motherfucker. I'm not looking at evidence because you're black. We're all together in this. And it's like, okay. And then they'll go to church on Sunday or go to mosque or go to the synagogue and praise God. It's like, oh, y'all going to hell. Y'all crazy. How could you say that? I don't get it. It's like, yeah, I know you don't get it. Because balance is not a thing that you understand. You know. And the reason why I say balance is not a thing people understand, because people want imbalance because they benefit off of imbalance. And like when people look, we need some fairness, some parity. Never gonna happen. You know, now you got to take fairness. Like it's not in them to give fairness. It's just not who they are. You know, that's not who they are at all. Not in this country. Probably not in any country. So that's just my opinion about that. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna say it to you.